Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA. Daniel Cormier, is he still jealous? Is he still hating on Jon Jones? Before we get to that, guys, make sure to subscribe to that channel, like this video, I'd highly appreciate that. Click the subscribe button, thank you so much, guys. Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones have quite a history. They fought each other 2 times, Jon Jones won 2 times, in my opinion, fair and square. 1 time he got tested positive. The amount of substances that he got tested positive for is under today's rules legal.
That's fucking illegal.
Which shows you that it was nothing significant or fight changing, right? I think we can agree on that. If not, then okay. But Jon Jones beat him 2 times fair and square. They hated each other. If you don't know that, watch some videos on the internet how they shoved each other at that. Huge beef. It is one of the biggest beefs in UFC history. But time has passed and we felt like maybe that's over the hill now. Jon Jones started to open up towards DC by posting on Twitter, hey DC, I have no problem with you commenting my fight. I have no problem with that, you can do that, no problem. I think you give great analysis, whatever, I know you're not biased whatsoever. I don't know the exact words, just gave him props. Instead of saying, hey John, thank you very much, I appreciate your words, can't wait to call your fight or can't wait to see you back. Instead of saying that, DC of course made a video where he said, I don't need allowance of you, John, to call your fight. I can call it whenever I want. Bro, we all know that. You don't have to say, there's no reason to say that. John made a step towards you and you just slapped him in the face. DC was respectful otherwise to Jon Jones. Yes, of course, he has to be. He comments his fight. ESPN and the UFC would not allow him to be disrespectful to the guy he comments the fight of this weekend, right? But you could see DC is still not over it. DC is still a little bit toxic towards Jon. And I didn't like that. I thought it was just childish of DC. I know they have a crazy history, but still, Jon comes towards, makes a step towards you. Bro, just be man enough. Don't be greedy about it. It's the past.
Is the future.
Yes. So then we thought, okay, maybe everything will be fine now. It kind of is fine. There's no real beef. But then we saw footage of DC, and I felt like the whole time, the whole pre-fight show, in the Q&A with the heavyweights, I could see the animosity that DC still has. He hid it, but if you really looked into these videos, you can see it. Every time, like somebody asked Stipe a question where he asked him about the fight against Jon Jones before the fight with Cyril, before Jon Jones fought Cyril. They asked Stipe, and DC was also up on the stage, asked Stipe a question, I don't know what it was exactly, I can't quote it, but it was like, if you will fight Jon Jones, this and that. And bro, DC, nobody asked you. DC was like, why is everybody looking past Cyril Gane? How do you know that Cyril Gane doesn't win the fight on Saturday? Like, you can just see that he was not over it. You can see that he was still toxic towards Jon. Like, just unnecessary in my opinion. No one asked you, bro. I just could see in many videos that DC, he doesn't need to be a fan of Jon Jones, but I saw that he was maybe hoping that he loses. And that has also a reason other than the animosity that doesn't like him whatsoever. When Jon Jones wins the heavyweight title, that's the only thing that DC had over Jon Jones until now. Because Jon Jones has never been a heavyweight champion before, right? DC was. That's the only thing DC held towards Jon Jones, where he was better or achieved more than Jon Jones, right? That was the only thing left. And now Jon came for that. And I was so cringe how often DC mentioned this whole fight week. Yeah, he might be a 2-division champ, but not simultaneously. I was simultaneously. Like, yeah, we know, bro, but no one asked. Just give Jon the praise he deserves. He's the greatest of all time. He's a better fighter than you. You are incredible, DC. You are one of the best ever, but you're not better than Jon Jones. And to always point that out, and then what also made Jon Jones tweet about DC again. When you listened or looked at the commentary when the footage was released of the commentary reacting to the Jon Jones Ciryl Gane fight, Jon Jones choked him out from a mounted guillotine. Not kind of mounted, you know what I mean, a weird mounted guillotine. DC knows that move. DC has seen that move before. It's nothing weird. DC, normally when someone finishes someone that quickly, it's like, oh, holds like Jon Jones, holds Joe Rogan, it's like, oh, or at least like, you know, a reaction. DC saw the finish and was like you could see he was kind of angry. Like, he didn't like it. He was like, what was that? You're a 2-division champion. You're a veteran, UFC veteran, wrestling legend, and you ask, what is that? After a mounted guillotine. Like, bro, you can't tell me you don't know that move. You could see in DC's eyes and in his reaction that he was so unhappy that Jon won that fight, especially in a spectacular fashion. You could see it so hard in his face, he couldn't hide it. And I know DC will probably come out with something weird, a statement, whatever, maybe until that video is out, it already came out, I don't know. But I just have to say, I love DC, but I just don't believe DC belongs to the commentary booth for fights where people are involved that he either knows or doesn't like. Because he's a great analyst, he's a masterful mind. I love this guy, really. I have the utmost respect and I like this guy so much.
I love you!
But he just doesn't make himself favors when he speaks into a camera. He just oftentimes just speaks such weird stuff that's just tells everyone that he's biased, tells everyone who he doesn't like, and this is just not professional. This is not what we need in the sport. LDC, unfortunately, LDC. But write your opinions in the comments, guys. What do you think? Is it L Bloodsport? Am I talking shit? Is it Jon Jones being the PED abuser, whatever, that makes DC in the right, that he still hates him, whatever? I don't know. What's your theory on this? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Why? Write in the comments, guys. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, boys. I would highly appreciate that. And most importantly, that you do not get a belly like DC does. Eat your vegetables, guys. Until next time, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.
Eat your vegetables.